I'm not loving the way I cropped my image, either in Lightroom or maybe this is the way I photographed it. And I'm noticing that if I try to crop my image like this, and right here it says it's in square, so I'm going to go to the original aspect ratio. And I try to rotate my image around, you'll notice that it creates a very tight frame within my picture, and I'm not able to get my composition exactly the way that I want. And if I end up cropping by hitting return, you'll notice that it'll create some gray areas in my picture, which doesn't make me a huge fan. And I'd have to go ahead and fill that space in. So a different way of playing with this is by making your canvas size larger. So if you go to image and you go to canvas size, canvas is like on a painting on a canvas. Your image size is the size of this image, but your canvas is how big of an image you have. So if I go and stick to these pixels, it kind of is confusing and hard to identify. So instead I'm going to go here, and I've got my resized image to 8 by 11.173. And if I want my width to be a little bit larger so I have more wiggle room right here, I can go ahead and change my width to 12, and then I can decide if I want that to go all the way around my bounding box, or let's say I just want more space on the left side. So I can go ahead and put my anchor point right here, and that means it's going to add about an inch more space here. And I can choose to select a black background. This is very convenient for me because my background's already pretty black. Or I can choose another ground, I can choose my foreground color, or I can choose straight black. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and hit black, and I'm going to click OK. And now you can see, if I zoom in, you can actually see the space where this is pure black and this is my blanket, my cloth, my fabric that was in the background from what I photographed. But I'm going to plan on burning this background in anyways and darkening it so it will make it less visible. Now when I try to crop my image, I can just rotate my section just a little bit, and then I can use my arrows for moving forwards and backwards to give myself a little bit more space. And when I crop my image, I just have one little section right here that's a little odd. So I can use my healing brush. Let's make that brush a little bit bigger. And I can just paint in that area. And I've now resized my canvas to exactly 12 by 18. And I've righted my jar, so it's now straight up and down. And if I choose to crop my image a little bit more, because I've decided I actually didn't want that much space, I don't have to stick to the original ratio. I could just click on my width and my height. I had these preset at another for another photo, so now I can conform it to whatever aspect ratio I want. And now, pulling that in a little bit, now I can modify it to exactly what I'm looking for. And there it is.